Hi, today we're going to make a dish where we've decided to swap out the rice in favour of some cashews throughout the dish. We'll talk through the weight loss for women sized serve, but scale this up or down for men or bariatric serves. Now, by substituting cashew nuts for the rice, this becomes a low carbohydrate meal. You can access the recipe via the link around this video. First, slice your green onions and your onions, which are great for healthy gut bacteria. Then chop your vegetables, and we've got a nice variety of colours here with carrot, broccolini, bok choy and water chestnuts. A great range of nutrients or plant-based chemicals come from that variety of colours. I'll tell you about why broccoli is actually so good in a moment. The tofu we're going to use here is firm, and we're going to grate it for something different. Some people just don't like the blockiness of tofu, so this is a good alternative. So we've got all our ingredients ready now. We're going to use up all our tofu, so we're actually making 5 weight loss for women serves here. We'll start by heating some of the stock and sauteing the onion and the garlic for a few minutes. If you have a FODMAPs intolerance, you might want to skip the onion and maybe substitute ginger for the garlic. You may also be able to build your tolerance by eating small amounts of onion and garlic and gradually building this so that you grow good gut bacteria with it. Then we'll add the carrot and broccolini and cover for 3 minutes. Now that this has been steaming away, we're going to mix the corn flour with a little stock, and we'll keep topping up the stock and add in the corn flour and also the soy sauce. Now, on the subject of broccoli or broccolini, an interesting thing is that chopping your broccoli a bit in advance, like 40 plus minutes, allows for the production of something called sulforaphane, which is a plant-based chemical responsible for boosting the detoxification process in your liver. So this is actually a good weight management and anti-cancer strategy. Sulforaphane is made when glucoraphanin in cruciferous vegetables, so that's broccoli, broccolini, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, cauliflower, kale, radish or turnip. When that glucoraphanin comes into contact with an enzyme called myrosinase, which is released when broccoli cells or any of those vegetable cells are damaged from chopping them or chewing them. The only issue is that cooking destroys myrosinase, or heat destroys myrosinase. So if the chopping doesn't happen until just before the cooking, there's limited myrosinase available to react with. But give it over half an hour to sit chopped at room temperature and you've formed your sulforaphane. And in this form, it's a bit less damaged by heat, but still best to be cooked for short periods only. So chop your broccoli or other cruciferous vegetables early and steam or stir fry them to be a little crisp, and it'll boost the natural detox system in your liver. Once we're all mixed in, but we still have some good liquid available, stir in the bok choy and gently turn it into the sauce. See how we're just making sure it's all heated and coated. Then we add the cashews and the water chestnuts. Now the water chestnuts add a beautiful amount of crunch, which holds through to the leftovers as well. These water chestnuts are from Southeast Asia and they're really low in calories. They account for about 10 calories per serve in this dish, and they're high in fibre too. And last into the pan is the tofu. Fold this through into the sauce and add a little more stock if it gets a bit dry. And there you have it. So now we dish out our weight loss for women serve on the portion perfection plate just by filling the whole base. Then sprinkle on the chopped green onions. Now we don't need to pay attention to the dividers on the plate because we already did that in the raw state. The purple book also shows you how to replace the 3/4 of a cup cooked rice with 30 grams of cashews per serve or any other high fat ingredient. And we ensured we also planned the recipe to have double the volume of low starch vegetables to the amount of tofu without counting the leafy greens, which is the bok choy, because that ends up taking up very little space in the final product. The same is true for scaling up to the men's serve, but you can sprinkle on an extra 7 cashews in that process. And for the bariatric serve, to make up for the smaller dose of tofu, you can include an additional 14 cashews to the 1 cup version of this dish. And if you love simple, balanced meals like this, Portion Perfection makes it even easier to get your portions just right. Our Portion Perfection plates are designed to take the guesswork out of serving sizes so you can enjoy the right amount every time. Plus, if you're looking for more delicious portion-controlled recipes, check out our recipe books and subscription. It's packed with easy-to-follow meals to help you stay on track. Find out more here and start making Portion Perfection a part of your routine today.